so my dad used to call me Kunjamani as a kid.
Tell me. Oh, I'm like you.
Really, really good, man. What do people need to know about Tamil football in England?
I think it's very underrated, and there's a lot of hidden talents.
Tell us a bit about the initiative you've come to set up today.
Yeah, so a guy called Lance Gibbons just contacted me and asked me if I could help out with his little cause, he calls it. He just basically donates kits, extra kits, because obviously everyone will have spare kits, and the thing he was saying is a lot of kids grow out of their clothes and stuff, so in terms of that, like, that's always something that you can bring down and help donate. And then obviously I wanted to donate to like my homeland and where my parents are from, so I just thought I'd help him, and obviously, you know, it looks like it's working out so far.
That's sick. Have you been back to Sri Lanka at any point?
No, I've not actually.
Yeah.
I've planned on doing it. I should go back sometime when I get time, obviously.
It'd be sick to just see the initiative in person and see how exactly what difference it's making.
Yeah.
And just out of interest, what was it like for you growing up in Wales?
Yeah, it was a bit different, obviously, compared to a lot of other experiences some people had. You know, come down to these. I didn't really come down to these. Yeah. Obviously, there weren't many Tamil people in North Wales. I think I had one or two friends that were Tamil, and funny enough, he was on my team, so he was the only Tamil person I've ever played with in terms of like outside of this Tamil tournament. So that was cool.
What was it like, sort of transitioning from Wales then to go to like Liverpool and that sort of big city from the village you grew up in?
I obviously still lived in Wales, so I still had that. But in terms of playing like at Liverpool in the academy, obviously it was a lot of pressure, and the step up was a bit bigger. But obviously I adapted all right, and it was fun, I guess.
Yeah. So obviously, as a Liverpool fan, what was it like, kind of just being in that environment? Like, do you see certain players that you're like, oh, you know what, this is?
Yeah. Nah, it was cool because obviously we used to have a couple of days where we'd go and visit the first team training ground. It's a bit different now because it's right next to each other. But we used to go down to Melwood, it used to be called. And we used to like meet the players, get signatures and stuff. So that was cool as well.
Growing up, who was that one Liverpool player that you thought, you know what, this is who I want to sort of aspire to be like?
There are a couple. So when I was younger, I was a winger, so I used to love Coutinho. Okay. But obviously Steven Gerrard was the big one because he's a Liverpool lad, and obviously the role model because he's like a big leader. Obviously Istanbul was obviously brought up a lot as a youngster, so I'd say those two.
That is refreshing, mate. I don't even know what's in it, but
It's like
happily.
Yeah, it's like a cream soda, like a very sweet syrup.
That's brilliant in this weather. Amazing.
I saw in earlier interviews you kind of refer to yourself as sort of like a tough tackling midfielder, but now I've seen sort of recent interviews where you sort of talk about wanting to impact in the final third. What is your favourite part of the game?
Yeah, so I've gone through kind of like transition. I've been all over the pitch since I was young. My coaches at Barnsley were big on me being able to do everything as a midfielder, so being able to tackle, obviously win headers, and be good with the ball. So it's worked out well because obviously when you go into the first team, you need to be able to do it all. But for me, I like to try impact the game in the final third, which is where the money is at, really, isn't it?
So what sort of players are you looking at then if you're trying to impact in the final third that you kind of look and sort of try and model your game on?
Yeah, I think I like to look at a lot of strikers and their movement. Obviously, I'm not a striker, but in terms of where they position themselves in the box when crosses coming in, I wouldn't say I pinpoint one, but whenever I watch Premier League games, there's obviously loads of... Salah's obviously a good one, but his technical ability is obviously ridiculous. But yeah, in terms of that, I just look at a lot of strikers in the Prem and Championship and just try base my game and take things off them.
Growing up, did you have like one sort of idol as a striker that you looked at as like, this is the guy?
I used to... Obviously, I like Ronaldo and Messi growing up. Those two are a joke. Obviously, as a Liverpool fan as well, Suarez did some mental things back in the day. Like, he was a good player.
You know your header you scored against Rochdale kind of reminded me of that Suarez header where he scored from the edge of the box and you came crashing out of nowhere. And just for a little bit of, I guess, to learn a bit more about what you like doing outside of football, what do you like doing to just sort of relax and just chill out away from games?
Yeah, I think I like playing on my Xbox and going on Rocket League or FIFA or whatever. I like playing them sort of games, but just chill, really. I don't really have as many hobbies outside of football. Yeah, I've got a dog.
Oh, nice. What breed?
He's a lab.
Ah, okay.
Take him on walks and play with him. So
what's his name?
Manny.
Manny. Okay, But a Liverpool fan called his dog Manny?
Kunja Manny. That's why I call him it. That's exactly why.
When was the naming process? When did it come into that?
It was like... Yeah, so my dad used to call me Kunja Manny as a kid, so yeah.
Where did that nickname come from? If you're like,
I don't know. My dad just called it me when I was a kid, and I was like Manny's a bit of like, I've heard like English people be called that as well, so it's a bit of a mixture. Like obviously Tamil people call Manny. Like, I thought I'd call him Manny. Yeah.
That's sick. How do you get your sort of like Tamil food fix up north? Have you got a spot there, or?
It's literally just my mum. My mum just cooks it. So if obviously I go visit home, I'll take some back with me back to Barnsley and just have that. That's like my only way.
What's your sort of favourite mum's dish to take back home?
Oh, Chaudhury.
Yeah.
I love it. I think that's quite like a standard answer, but everyone loves Chaudhury.
Yeah, that's are you going to have some today?
Yeah, I'll have some today.
I've just got a few quick fire questions as well, and then we'll end with sort of questions from the community as well. So, city life or countryside?
City life.
Okay. Game-winning goal or last-minute goal line clearance?
Game-winning goal.
Mango lassi or Faluda?
Mango lassi.
Score a winning goal in the Euros final for Wales, or the winning goal in the UCL final for Liverpool?
Wales. Has to be Wales.
Jude Bellingham or Pedri?
Pedri.
Bale or Neymar?
Neymar. Even I'm a Welsh fan.
Yeah, I was trying to see.
In terms of talent, Neymar's, but Bale's done like mad things for Wales, so it could go either way.
And then, most importantly, mutton rolls or mutton kottu?
Mutton kottu.
Okay, nice. And then I've got a few questions from the Loosu World community. So I'm going to show you a video.
Yes, Vimal. My question is, how do South Asians play football? What is their approach? We know how the Brazilians play, we know how the Africans play, we know how the Spanish play, the French, the Italian, we know how the Dutch play, but we don't know how South Asians will play football. And I'm really excited to see more of it, of course, but also really interested to see how you describe that approach, because, yeah, man, it's cool to see more approaches represented at the top level.
It's kind of like trying to say like the identity around it. Like
so obviously
South Asian.
Spanish footballers got the tiki-taka, Brazilian got the La Ginga sort of dancing around. What would you like to implement as a South Asian style of football?
Yeah, that's a good point actually, because you probably wouldn't be able to pinpoint what like the identity of like a footballer from South Asia would be. I don't know, for me personally, I think I've grown up, especially, I think a lot of Tamil people would say like in terms of like work hard and resilience, that'd be something that's fair and what would make sense. So that had helped me a lot, obviously. So being like hard working, getting around the pitch and like doing like the dirty work and stuff, I think that would take a lot, especially it would relate a lot to Tamil people as well.
Do you find that was like a quality that kind of took you through when obviously you dropped out of Liverpool Academy? Do you find that sort of helped?
Yeah, 100%, because you need to be able to do that at men's level as well. So I'm glad I got that into me as an academy player, because if I would have gone into a first team environment without having that, I would have struggled. So it's good that I've had that implemented. And I guess you could say it comes from my roots.
Was there sort of like a pivotal moment in your career where you thought, you know what, I can actually make it as a professional now? Like a specific sort of moment or age that you thought, you know what, this could actually be a career for me?
I think, obviously, when I was younger, you always had the dream, but you never had that certainty. I think recently I've had more of a certainty, like, if I work hard and I actually keep going, I'm going to make a career out of this. But I think that pinpointed when I made my debut, which was, I want to say last year now, 2 years ago, maybe 2023, August. So yeah, since then I was like, okay, I've got a real shot at this. So as long as I keep working and keep improving, I've got a chance.
As a Liverpool fan, how did it feel for you when you stepped out at Old Trafford?
Oh yeah, it was mental. I was like, it would have been so good if we could have won. Like, I remember seeing it on the TV when we got drawn. I was like, oh, this could be it. And we were all thinking that, oh, this could be the team that we could actually beat. Obviously, it didn't go the way we wanted it to, but it was a good experience.
Like I think that day, like the community was, even though I'm a United fan, like everyone was just sort of supporting you. Like we didn't care as long as you were kind of got minutes, and it's so sick to see just the platform you were on. I've got another question here as well. So,
hi Vimal, I'd love to know what your favourite shorty is.
In terms of Sri Lankan,
you know when you get the plate before parties, you get those short eats with the
short eats, right? Okay. I think you've said it for me. Rolls. It's just the standard one, isn't it? Rolls. I like a bit. I think my mum does. You know, like fruit salads. That's good as well. I really enjoy them. Yeah, I'd say that.
And then I've got one final question from Shani.
So my question is, if you had a producer come knocking on your door and they were like, we really need to make this a movie out of your life story and your journey, how would you cast it, and which actor would you choose to play you and why?
If you could have someone to cast you in a movie,
cast me in a movie,
and like play you as a character, who would it be?
I don't think I look like any actors, but I like Chaudhury when I was younger, so I go for Chaudhury. He's a bit more like badass than me. That's the only thing. But yeah,
you've got a tough tackling.
You reckon? Yeah. Yeah, I'll go for him. Vimal Yoganathan.
Lakshman.
In terms of movie, I guess it'd probably be around my football and how it like panned out in the end, and where it came from, like Sunday League and stuff. So yeah, I'd go for that.
What's sort of next for you now, next season, like going forwards, that you're looking forward to?
Yeah, I think I've had a good end of the season now with Oldham, so I think building on from that, I don't know what's going to happen in terms of whether I stay at Barnsley and get minutes there, or if I go on loan. Like it's still up in the air. So, but yeah, we'll just see what goes on. I know, like, if I get minutes, I need to perform. That's my thing I can control. So I'll just focus on the things I can control.
Now that's it for today. But I appreciate you giving me your time, Vimal.
Yeah.
And
thank you.
Good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you.